Yeah. Oh, shiny.
Shiny.
I don't know. Like,
Oh, that's true. It is shiny then.
yeah, it's a little show. Fuck it, right? Show in five, four, three, two, one. Coming to you from the dark recesses of the proverbial Dawn Forge pouch. This is episode 229 of the Shining Soulstone. It's the best day of the year. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download at bit.ly/Soulstone 2019. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPod, MP3 player, or real man phone. Today is Greed's birthday, September 21st, 2019, and I'm your main man, Deadgreed. Today, I brought like one of my second favorite type people coming to you from emails and super fast cars. It's King Tut.
Thanks for having me back, Greed.
Yeah, I almost said Shazam, bro.
Yeah,
I
I feel like
was
Shazam.
I was like reading the thing. Hey, like a quick update on the Shazam, right? Like Shazam don't feel right now. So my screen just freaking paged all the way down to the closing of the show. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, that was a major distracting thing. Anyway, yeah, he's gonna take a couple of episodes off, whatever, and the the awesome the the awesome King Tut is going to fill in. And
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say that yeah, Shazam has he has some real life things going on, and he's got to do some adulting, and he'll be back. I
yeah,
mean, at the
yeah,
end of the day, this is a game that we play. This is a podcast that we love, and sometimes you don't have the time. There's other things you got to deal with, but we know he'll be back. We'll
yeah.
have a good
Hey,
time.
personally, I just want to say, hey, Shazam, bro, I'm behind you 100%, man, and you're an awesome dude, and I can't wait for you to get back, bro. I hope you feel better real soon.
Mm, agreed.
Yeah. So anyway, man, how was your week, bro?
My weekend gaming was pretty good. Um, I I spent most of it running a bunch of GR90s with my UE multi-shot, really leveling up gems. Just today, I augmented my last 5 pieces, so all 13 items are now augmented with 100 level gems. Um, right before the show, I went ahead and I tried pushing some. I ran a 116, really quick time, 12 minutes something, 13 minutes something. Bumped me up the leaderboard way more than I expected. But it was easy enough. I was like, all right, well, it's not the point in the season where you really want to be like fishing for rifts or like really pushing hard. I don't like failing rifts. So I was like, well, I should be able to do a 117. So fired up the 117, decent rift, good pylons, decent rift guardian, popped the 60 seconds left with probably half of the rift guardian's health left and finished it off, I think, 1425 or 1430. So GR117 solo Demon Hunter 29th on the leaderboard for solo right now in the US. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm not sure that the build's going to be able to do what it did last season because we have to run the LOD gem and we're missing the pain enhancer. And pain enhancer, once you start getting into the higher GR levels, the
Helps a
crazy amount of
bunch.
attack speed that you can get out of a pain enhancer and the extra grenades that you're then firing, it's going to be hard to not have it. So top Demon Hunter right now is still Lod Rapid Fire, and he's at a 125. So I'm 8 GR levels off. My Paragon is still only like 1250. Still hoping to get to 1700 by the end of the season. I'm going to swap all those 100 augment gems out for 115s, over the course of the next month or so. And, from the extra Paragon and the extra main stat from those augments. Hopefully, I can push it up above 120. 125 was the goal. I'm not as confident that I'm going to get to that anymore without Pain Enhancer. I'm thinking if I can get, kind of where I was with my Crusader last season, maybe, the low 120s, maybe a 122 will probably be pretty good for this season, but still really enjoying the build. The other thing I did was, so currently I have 3 builds. I have UE Multi-Shot, which I use for Nephilim Rifts. I use for any GRs 90 and lower. And then I switched to Shadow Impale, and I use Shadow Impale. Right now I'm using it with the Crimson set. And I'm using my UE with the Crimson set as well. It works really well for both builds. You get the extra damage reduction. Both of them you're using a Dawn, and you got to stay in Vengeance, so it helps with that. So I use that for GR90s to like GR105s. I can do a 105 with Shadow Impale in about 7 minutes, which is not where you want to be for maximum efficiency, but still clearing a 105 and 7 will get you some Paragon and get you some experience for sure. And then anything over 105, I switch to my Rapid Fire, and obviously that goes 105 to 117 right now. But I've seen videos, when everybody was getting hyped up for this season and Captain Crimson's and everything, and there was the Natalia Strafe build, which was actually a challenge. What do they call it? Challenge Rift? Yeah, Challenge Rift, I think, I don't know, a few months ago, which I didn't even know that Strafe existed for the Demon Hunter, but it's like a spin to win thing, right? The Demon Hunter's spinning around and firing off, like, I guess arrows, or it almost looks like guns, but he's just spinning and firing things everywhere. So I actually got my first primal set piece, which was a Natalia helmet that had 15% strafe damage, so I was like, well, this is a sign I got to try it, and I can tell you, I think the build is really fun. It's not as good as UE Multi-Shot, but it's pretty close. I mean, it can run pretty similar times. I'm talking non-augmented, just all good gear, the right gear in the right places. It's really enjoyable because it's a spin to win, so you're just spinning through enemies just like a barbarian does. You're not really worrying about anything, you're just popping cooldowns. You don't stop spinning, you don't do anything. So if anybody wants to try it, it's very enjoyable, and there are some YouTube videos. I think Bloodshed did one, and I think there's at least one other one that I saw that kind of goes over how it works. But it's really fun. So I like to try all the builds. The only other one I haven't really tried yet this season is I want to try that N6 M4, 6-piece Natalia, 4-piece Marauder build. I think that. I don't remember that revolves around some other skill. I don't remember what the skill is, but I will be trying that at some point too, I've got all the gear. I have 2-3 ancients of every single set piece at this point, so it's really just a matter of putting it together. But other than that, goals were pretty much met. I'd like to get over 1300 Paragon this week, and I probably won't push anymore for a while. Just start leveling gems, trying to get in groups and try and get some Paragon. I'd like to get with Greed and Rona, Zeph, even get Gorgonzer on and try and run some 3 or 4 man groups and, run some 105s, see if we can push maybe up to 110. How was your week, Greed?
Man, it's been, it's not bad. I'm running my wizard. I did get a couple pieces. I got a couple augments. I'm running I got 3 augments that are like 100 or like 101, 100, 101. I got my main gems to 101, and I did a 102, and I was gonna level my main gems, but for some reason I leveled a low level gem when I did that. I don't know why. I was like. I clicked on it, and then I leveled it up, and then I left the rift, and then I was like, I was gonna do my main gems. Dang it.
Yeah, that reminds me. So I was doing my augmenting gems today, and I'm like OCD on these. Like everything needs to be 100. So I got my gem of ease to 100, and then I clicked on one of the other gems to upgrade it because I still had 3 upgrades, except for some reason it didn't take, and then I upgraded that gem of ease to 101, and I was like, oh, I can't use it now. So instead of using that one, I just used my esoteric, and now I just got to level my esoteric back up to 100 because I'm actually not using it in any builds right now. I really like esoteric, but it's just you need the damage, and you just can't afford to waste the gem slot with esoteric, unfortunately.
Yeah. So yeah, just been I just been playing and just doing my thing, and I don't know, like the last 3 days, I don't know, I hurt my arm at work, and it's like right on my foot, right on where my tendon's at. I think I think I hurt my tendon, like on the top of your forearm, like from anyway, it, it ain't good, and the wizard's like a real clicky, and like clicking it. Cause like I left click, left click, left click, left click, left click, and then I scroll with my middle finger cause I got my force move as my scroll, and man, it ain't good, bro. I don't know what the hell. I was actually thinking today. I was thinking about changing my build around so that I don't have to left click as much.
Yeah, that's where like a channeling build, or like that spin to win, where you just hold it down and you don't have to. There's no clicking.
Well,
those are the builds I would tend to say are easier to run.
I'll show people on YouTube, but I got fucking stupid thing. I got nice Razor equipment. This is the Trinity, and with the Trinity, I can actually change my macros around, and when I just hold it down, I can have it, like I can like spam click it from, which is, I think it's better just to push the button yourself, but I played like 2 rifts this morning, and I was like,
yeah.
And in the last couple of days I haven't been playing because freaking my arm has like been like, and man, it was so bad yesterday. I took the pain medicine and went to sleep, which was, I don't know. I had these stupid advertisements, and they were in a tub, and instead of like, I don't know, I was being lazy, I guess, and instead of getting in the vehicle and like pulling it, I leaned like way over the bumper, and I reached all the way in the back, and I jerked the tub, and I don't know if I just pulled something like right in my arm, but man, it's shooting pain like all into my shoulder. It's not good. So, I don't know. I don't know if I just pulled something or what. But anyway, so I hadn't really been playing that much. So I've been and it's been another long week of what we're doing at work. I don't agree with it. It don't make any sense to me at all. So these long days, and you come home and then your arm hurts. So I don't know. I didn't even play today at all, but that's because it's my birthday today. And that's why we're recording on Saturday instead of Sunday, because I was like, hey, I want to record on my birthday. But yeah, I just we went out to eat today, so I didn't, and we don't ever go out to eat like ever, and so is what it is, right? So we went out to eat, and so I got home, we went to eat, came back, and then now we're doing the show, and so I haven't even played today, but in the last couple of days I really didn't play that much, but I did get some ancient bracers, and I got a couple of other ancients, but yeah, it's it is what it is, right? It's fine. I don't know why they keep clicking that thing. That's annoying the crap out of me. Sorry. Anyway, like I said, I got a couple augments. And I changed my build around. I was for some reason I was using like a teleport in a non-Archon, which I never really used. So I dropped that and I picked up the time warp. And it kind of helps me because I can put the time warp down and then throw them the black hole, and it kind of like balls to the face kind of slow down so you can dodge them easy. And it
Yeah, I
kind of
know.
helps me. It helps me helps me get my stacks. So with that, and then getting a couple pieces, I've soloed a 102 so far, which I know it's not where you're at. And to get on a wizard leaderboard, you got to be like, you got to be up there. I think it's 115 just to get the 1,000th place. So, which I'm not this big leaderboard. Although I will tell you, congrats, because man, that's freaking ridiculous, man. You're way up there on the leaderboard, which is awesome. I love to see that. I know you were last season too, which is fantastic. I like seeing guys clear that high. I feel like I can go. I feel like I can go way better than 102 because I cleared a 102 in 6 minutes.
Yeah, I think you can probably go higher.
But the very next clear, I was gonna do a 102 again, and I failed it, and it took me 24 minutes to kill the Rift Guardian.
See, that's crazy, man. I don't like 6 minutes. I mean that's almost in the efficiency range for running speed rifts. And I mean, sure, rifts differ, So I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
for it to be 24 minutes, I mean, and I know the main issue a lot of times with the Wizards is starting the rift. It's like once things get rolling, everything's good. But if you know that time
Oh, my
period
first.
before things get rolling, and then should something stop things from rolling, that's when it can start going downhill fast, and then you're dead multiple times, and
Oh,
you've
my
done
first death was
CSing.
at the Rift Guardian, by the way.
And it's
Yeah, I was. I had like, God, I had so much time to kill that Rift Guardian. I was so, dude. I mean, it pissed me off, but it it wasn't as bad. Like I said last week, it wasn't as bad as the witch doctor thing. I go nuclear on the witch doctor. Um, I
which
don't
Rift
know.
Guardian was it?
Oh, it's
The spinny one?
no, it was long arm guy.
Oh, Perdition, I think. The one with the blades is the long. Oh no,
No,
Blighter, right? Yeah, the
long
guy
arm.
that he sticks the arms underground and all the poison and stuff.
Yeah, it was just that wasn't good, bro.
Yeah, that's probably just not a. Maybe it's Rift Guardian dependent, where that's just not a good wizard. Because yeah, he can. Doesn't matter where you are on the screen, he can hit you. I
Oh, he
mean,
did
and you don't get much warning.
a lot.
Yeah, yeah, he hits hard. Blighter definitely hits hard.
Anyway, it is what it is, like I said, I can go. I believe I can go way higher, and I will. Um, but at that point, my arm was killing me. I had taken some pain medicine, so um, I wasn't like in the best of mood, if you know what I mean. And then it was just a domino effect of chaos, and I was just like, so I literally just threw my keyboard up on the thing, and I just laid my chair back, and I went to sleep. And then I woke up in the morning, and my arm felt great. So I played like two riffs, and I was like, oh, dang, my arm again on, damn. At first, I was thinking, man, maybe I hurt my arm playing Diablo. But then I was like, oh no, this was a work thing. Had to be the work thing. Gotta blame it on the
Yeah,
work thing.
yeah, you gotta get that workers' comp.
Oh no, I'm not even. Bro, I have a policy. If I'm sick, I go to work and get you sick, cause your ass is gonna call in, right? And then I'm gonna work your overtime.
That's one method. That's like you were telling me earlier. It's like Greed is the only guy I know that doesn't take his birthday off, demands from his supervisor that he wants overtime on his birthday.
They didn't give it to me, by the way. Assholes. They actually gave my overtime away today. I was pissed.
Happy birthday, Greed.
Well, thank you, sir. I went to work, and I had overtime, and I was all happy, and I did my route all day long. Oh, I'm going to make some more money. Yeah, look at me making this money. Listen to my earphones. And then I was supposed to call another carrier, and I called a carrier to go straight to voicemail.
He's ducking you.
So I picked the phone up, dialed again, straight to voicemail. Third time, straight to voicemail. Motherfucker. Alright, so I called the station. I was like, hey, I was supposed to call such and such, and go straight to voicemail, straight to voicemail, straight to voicemail. And then my supervisor was like, I'll call him, then I'll call you back. Cool. Not like she couldn't have just typed two things on the keyboard and then pulled up his location right on the GPS and then just told me, hey, he's at 19th Street or whatever the hell. And then I could have just drove right over there and been like, hey, I'm here for my extra. But hey, whatever. She wanted to call him. So I sit there for 34 minutes. I know they're going to say something about that because anytime you sit in stationary for more than 30 minutes, upstairs gets an email. So I know they got an email. So as soon as they say something to me Monday morning, I'm going to be like, I was waiting on orders. I wrote it down and everything, bro, because they are some real...
Yeah, our work trucks are squadron, government trucks. I mean, they have like the little plug-in things for the OBD2 port, and yeah, like if you idle a truck, for more than like 2 minutes, like you can get in trouble. Like they're really strict about idling, especially.
Well, I mean, I was done with my route, so the only thing I could do was wait for her to call me back. But she forgot.
Conveniently.
So just was like sitting there. And then finally she texted me and was like, why are you stationary for so long? Then I texted back and was like, earlier I called the carrier. He didn't answer. So then I called my supervisor and she told me she was going to call the other carrier. I'm texting her, by the way. But in the text, I was like, she said that she was going to call the other carrier, find out where he was at, and then call me back. So I'm waiting on orders. Then she texts me back, OMG, forgot to call you back. Come back to the station. The other carrier's finished already. So I got it all on text. So if they say something to me on Monday, I'm just going to be like, here's your text message. I was waiting on orders. It's so stupid that they got to be like that, though. It's all the people in the past that has ruined it for us. I blame it on old carriers who ruined that shit for us. But anyway, yeah. So that's what my week kind of, it's a thing, right?
It is a thing.
Yeah. You know what else is a thing?
Jen's Lore Corner.
Yeah, that's right. Jen's Lore Corner. Woo! She got an episode out right now. She's like on a bunch of episodes. Those episodes are great. They're only like maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe a little shorter. They're awesome. She gums it all up about the lore of Diablo, so you'll like get your learn on over there. Right there. And I know what you're thinking, like, whoa, what are you talking about? Jen's Lore Corner. That's right. Go to bookofjen.net. And she's got a podcast. She's got blogs. She's got pictures. You can order some Bejewel. Not really, but I don't know. She got lots of stuff over there. If you commit a crime and you find yourself locked up, you can go to bookofjen.net and listen to all the stuff about Diablo. It'd be great. Well, there was no Blue Notes.
There was a Twitter.
Yeah, you want to go on the you can do the whole.
Yeah, so I didn't actually see it. I don't do the Twitters, but Rona is big on the Twitters. So if you want to hit him up, look for him on Twitter. He likes it as much as Vesper, likes that Facebook. But apparently, Blizzard tweeted out that they had fixed the issues with Diablo, and shortly thereafter deleted it because if anything, these issues with parties and people on your friends list and things have gotten worse. It's to the point where I know Rona said yesterday he logged on to Diablo and everybody on his friends list showed as a level 0 unknown character, which essentially means you can't join them because they're level 0 and so they can't even do T13, they can't do anything above T6. So you can't join them unless you're in a rift or in a level that's T6 or lower. So it's like there's no. The fix has generally been to restart Diablo, and I know most of the time for me, like less than half of my friends list is showing as zeros. But yeah, there's if when that happens, you can't connect, you can't get together in groups. So it takes an effort sometimes between everybody to get a party and to get it going, and then the clan system is still not fixed. I had my clan tag earlier this week. I lost my clan tag at some point in the week, and it's like, I'm setting the rifts, and it still shows me on the leaderboard as part of my clan. And I mean, I'm still in the clan. I can do the clan chat, but the clan tag is gone from my name. Like when you're in games or when you're in a multiplayer, which is just super weird. But I mean, they're aware, and I would hope it would be fixed, sometime this week. But yeah, it's getting annoying. I mean, it's not to the point where I'm not going to play the game, but it just means that I'm playing solo more, and because it's like the other thing is that sucks is somebody could send you an invite and they
You
think
don't
they
even
sent
see
it,
it.
and you don't ever even see it. So now so now they're pissed at you that like you didn't even respond to the fact that they sent you an invite. It's the same thing with
Oh,
like
King Tut.
requesting invites.
Oh, King Tut's too good to play with Greed now.
Yeah, that's what I fear is going on is like
Oh, it,
you
it
know
is.
so I mean at least the party chat seems to be working. You can, if you're worried that somebody isn't seeing your party invites, or you can still send them a message in game and they will get it, and then they'll say, "Yeah, I didn't even see it," you know, and then you'll have to work, the reboots and the things until Diablo lets you guys connect. But that's the only update I saw.
Yeah, when Blizzard tweeted that, "Hey, we fixed the Diablo," uh, by we fixed the Diablo, I think they meant that everything that was broken before is still broken right now.
Well, at least the party chat. I think I haven't seen any issues with party chat, so at least that aspect from the last show is fixed. But
I,
yeah, the connecting and the friends list stuff is worse.
the party chat is like, to me, it's not that big of a deal because like I'm just using Discord.
Yeah, if you're playing like doing bounties with
I
randoms, right?
know,
And I did
but
a
I
lot of
don't talk to
bounties,
randoms, bro.
but you gotta. So like today I
No,
did a
I don't
bunch of
gotta.
bounties. Well,
No, I don't got
in
to.
this case, it's like somebody gets a rainbow goblin, right? Or somebody gets a menagerous goblin, or somebody needs help with a bounty. Like they've done the same one, like they just keep dying. They're like, I need some help. Like if you don't have party chat, there's nobody to help you. So I did at least 2 today that had a rainbow goblin, and as soon as they're like, oh, rainbow, and as soon as they post up, I'm like, save it till the end. And normally everybody's fine with that. We do our bounties, we get our 5 caches, then we go run the rainbow goblin because they take time, especially if you're going to pick up all the blues and yellows. But I did do one today where like they weren't waiting. They were like, rainbow goblin, come now or you're not doing it. So we went and we did it, and yeah, it took forever to finish the bounties. So, but yeah, that's where, especially if you're doing anything public where you're not in Discord, it's nice to have the party chat working. So, you can tell people when you're ready, or, tell people when you need help. But it is working, and it's working good.
Yeah, I guess, right?
Yeah, I know you don't like them public bounties, but I'm telling you, if you're going to do bounties, public is the way to go. At least knock them out,
Yeah, I'm worst season ever, by the way.
What, the rings? The triune?
No, the one that they gave us stupid double bounty bags.
Oh. No, I figured you'd like that. That's less bounties you have to run.
You can't do less than 0, bro.
That's true. I'm just saying you're missing out on a lot of rerolls of ancients.
It's what it is, brother.
Say I spent, I think, 150 bounty mats today rerolling for a Unity. I did get a crit elite socket. So I do at least have switched to where I can use a Unity now. Rolled, freaking Unities roll 12 to 15 elite damage. Of course it rolled with a 12. But at least it's an ancient usable Unity, which I didn't have until I spent all those bounty mats re-rolling them.
Yeah, okay. We got it. Well, since there's no other blue notes and there's no emails and there's no this, that, the other, you got anything else for the show?
That I can think of.
All right. Well, you got any other media?
For me this week, it's mostly been sports. I'm a Dodgers fan, and Dodgers are trying to close out the season, hopefully get the best record in the National League. Probably not going to get best record overall. Playoffs are starting, in a couple weeks. So I'll definitely be watching those, and then, playing fantasy football. So, caught the Monday night game, caught the Sunday night game, caught the Thursday night game. Wasn't a bad game. I had Leonard Fournette. He had a decent game, and, the Jags got the W, which, I do live in Florida, so I did live in Jacksonville when I went to college, so don't mind seeing the Jags win. But other than that, me and the wife watched latest episode of Tosh.0. Second half of the season started last week. Really enjoy watching that. Just a real quick, primarily like YouTube clip show. I think that's it. I really don't get that much time to watch media. It's mostly come home from work, start playing Diablo. Handle the second job, and that takes up most of my time.
Yeah. I started watching the second season of Fastest Cars, which is, it's not a good show. It's a drag racing. It's a drag racing show in which, they always gotta have some tearjerker story. The dude's wife died of cancer. The other guy's in a wheelchair, and he had to build his own car. And the other dude's got mental problems, and this one is being raced with a woman driver. So literally, I skipped the first 3/4 of the show, and I get to the point where they actually show up to the track and start racing. Because that's what I want to see. It's a racing show. I want to see them racing the cars. So literally, I start an episode, then I drag the bar all the way over to where it looks like they're pulling the cars into the track, and then I start watching it from there. Because I don't care what their name is. I don't care what their dog done. I don't care about any. It's a racing show. I want to watch them race. That's why the other racing, the one you were talking about, was so much better. And I don't know, did you say you watched that, or no, you hadn't watched it?
Yeah, I haven't. I race cars, not professionally, but yeah, and so yeah, I have my friends. I do the Facebook thing too, and yeah, I have almost all my friends are car guys, and so yeah, I saw lots of Facebook posts about hyperdrive. I know in the racing community they were very critical of one picture where they had zoomed in on the driver through the windshield, and they had a good picture of the roll bar on the A pillar, and it wasn't even attached, and it looked like You know, it had just been done real quick or whatever. Like it didn't look professional, so the internet went crazy over that. But yeah, I've heard that show is pretty good. And yeah, the crappy part is like, cars racing should be enough drama, right? Like shows have to
Yeah, we
have
don't need
drama.
any of the other.
Yeah,
Just,
I mean that's
I
that's what.
don't need story. I need racing cars.
But
It's a
it's not enough. Like like you think about any of these car shows, like there has to be the extra stuff. Like just the cars is not enough. The drama has to be there, and it can be the drama of trying to meet a deadline, or the
oh
drama
my
of yeah,
god, that
family
drives me
drama.
so nuts,
Yeah,
bro.
the
It,
artificial deadlines to put the pressure on
it
to
is
build the
so
drama
fake.
for a TV show.
It is so fake. Oh, we only got 26 minutes left to finish this car, or what?
Or you tell the customer that it'll be another day.
It's so stupid. Nah, I don't want to get into that. Anyway, I did really enjoy the hyper. The only thing about the hyperdrive that I thought was just like, come on, man, because this dude was drifting a Lamborghini, and I don't know if you know anything about Lamborghinis, but Lamborghinis don't drift.
Wow, Lamborghinis are traditionally all-wheel drive. Yes. Now I will say that I do actually know a guy that provides parts for rear-wheel drive conversions of Lamborghinis. So you can disconnect the drive to the front wheels and turn
Okay,
your Lamborghini rear-wheel drive.
this guy had some kind of magical button in the car that let him drift or don't drift.
Yeah, it probably just electronically puts all the power to the rear wheels and none to the front. I mean, you think about like cars now, like the new Mustang. Just your V8 Mustang comes with like drift mode button, or Ford Focus RS, which is another all-wheel drive car, has a drift mode button where it just sends all the power to the rear wheels. I mean, all these computers and things controlling stuff, and
Yeah, but it just there's a reason why people don't drift Lamborghinis.
it's probably because people can't afford to replace the front and rear bumpers on them, like all those drift cars that are constantly hitting things.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm just saying he was drifting a Lambo, so I was like, anyway, so yeah, I watched a little bit of that. I watched the Mind Explained. Damn, that was good, bro. That's it's a crazy documentary all about your brain. So, you know, watch that. It's good. The other thing, I'm trying to think of the other thing I watched. Oh, the Bill Gates. There's a documentary on Bill Gates. Also, pretty good. Uh, I would say 60% good. And that doesn't mean 40% bad. I just slept through 40% of it.
If it had a murder in it, would it have been 100%?
There was no kidnappings, bro.
No kidnapping, no murder, no
I know.
torture, just like a normal, boring documentary.
Look, bro, it was about Bill Gates. Most of the stuff I already knew anyway. But anyway, The Mind Explained was really good. I enjoyed the shit out of that. Um, there is The Curse of Oak Island, which I was thinking about watching, but I already know what happened. So that's another one of those shows where they got to have all this super artificial drama. Like, oh, what's going to happen if we dig down a little deeper? Just
Find out after the break.
find out after this break. Oh, that's right. That reminded me. Bill Burr's new special, Paper Tiger. Oh, that is. Shazam would really love that. I don't know if you know who Bill Burr is or like Bill Burr or whatever, but was really really. I think it's his best special that he's ever done. Really good. I liked it a lot. I'm into comedy, so that's a thing. And other than that, like I said, I watched a lot of TV because my arm was killing me. Uh, so that's a thing, right?
That is the thing.
That is the thing. Yeah. I mean the Bill Gates thing, like I was just super tired that day, and I like fell asleep when I was watching it. Mostly because he was converting poop into water. I wasn't very excited about that, so I took a little nap while he was converting some poop. What are you gonna do? It is what it is.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I mean, documentary and get to that point and start nodding off.
I did think it was really weird because the way it was shot, like he's doing the interview and he's talking to a dude, or what looks like a dude. It was questionable. I don't know.
Don't make assumptions. This is
I didn't
2019.
check.
Don't make assumptions.
Look, I didn't check. I'm just saying he was walking with another person, and they're walking down this trail, and for some reason they chose to shoot the back of Bill Gates and the back of the other person, so they're talking for a long time while they're walking down a trail, and it's Bill Gates' back of Bill Gates' head.
That is super awkward. Yeah, there has to
I know.
be
I
some
was
reason. Like maybe the other camera they planned on using like broke or they lost the footage, and they were like, "This is all we have."
I was like, "Y'all don't have a camera dude that can walk backwards?
Can we get some B-roll? Like just some B-roll of some trees or something?"
I was like, what? I was like sitting there staring at the documentary, like, why are we looking at Bill Gates' back of his head? Like, so weird. Like, it's almost like they had a camera guy that was like, I'm gonna film the back. Watch. And then he got home and was like, oh my god, they used my footage for real. I was just like,
he's like, "I'm gonna change the game."
Telling you, he's like, man, I'm such a visionary. Not only did I shoot a great documentary about Bill Gates, but I got 41 minutes of the back of Bill Gates' head. I don't understand why they did that, brother. I think I watched the rest of that documentary just so I could see if they were gonna like show his face while he was talking.
Yeah, I mean, like if he was like spying on Bill Gates, like, and he wasn't supposed to be recording the footage, then like I could see being way back there with like a nice zoom lens on the back of him, and a nice directional microphone. Like, oh, we're gonna find out the truth about Bill Gates.
It's not good, dude. But yeah, anyway, that was a weird. Well, I don't know. Watch it. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll be like, suspect.
I mean, we are talking about Netflix content, right?
Oh, don't go there, man. Netflix is my jam, bro. I love Netflix, man.
I'm just saying, Netflix ain't paying what, ABC and CBS is paying for their content.
I don't know. They seem to be paying pretty dang good. I mean, they gave Chappelle $99 million for a special.
Dang, that's a good line of work.
I know. I thought about writing some jokes, bro, when I found that out.
You need to work on that comedy routine.
I know. Damn, dude. I'm pretty good, too, man. I was like, dang, 99 million. Shit. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of letters, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see how that pays off for Netflix. But Netflix is at the point where they gotta. Doesn't matter that the cost they're paying for content is not covering, the subscriptions. They're at the point where they're still trying to like show that they are a dominant force, and they got to get the content. You've got to have content. You got to have new content. You got to have unique content.
I think it's a bragging right thing. Like, we got Chappelle. We got, I think it's a bragging right thing. The crazy thing is they didn't want to shoot Diaz, which I find offensive and like, you got so many specials. They have so many comedy specials, and they will not give freaking Joey Diaz a comedy special. They finally put him on the Degenerates, which they gave him a 30-minute spots on the Degenerates. which wasn't good because freaking he always does hour spots. So why drop him down to a half hour? I didn't understand it. He's so much bigger than that, and it's just odd. It's almost like the people that make the decisions is kind of like, what are you sleeping on Joey Diaz or something? Like, he's the funniest dude in America. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? He's better than any of them comedians. I mean, obviously my favorite. I guess they're afraid that because he has like no filter and he really don't care, and he's fairly dirty, which doesn't bother me. But so I guess they're worried about their audience or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what the rating system's for.
Yeah, but I mean, you just put a warning. Hey, there's lots of bad words in this, and he's going to talk about a lot of stuff you don't want to hear about. So you might want to not watch this one. It's as simple as that. But anyway, yeah, that's my other media. It is my birthday, so I'll let you listeners out there in listener land know that it's not too late. You can still give Greed a birthday present, and you can do that simply by going to patreon.com/Soulstone and hitting it up. Throw Snake in there and give me some skins. Click in there and give me some ducks. Throw the cheddar on my way. You know what I'm saying? Give me that green, that money. That's what I like. Real money, cash. I like whatever you want to call it these days. Anyway, yeah, give me money. It's whatever. Donate to the thing. You know what I'm saying? Patreon. Look it up. And if you give us enough money, you can listen to a special episode of the show that we call Storytime with Greed and Shazam. We got 2 episodes out now, so you can slide in there and listen to great stories all about, and it's unfiltered. We use all the languages that we speak, which is just English. But you know what I'm saying? We use all the words. And so yeah,
you got Southern, and then you kind of got like Mid-Atlantic. So I mean, you got a few dialects at least.
All right, fair enough. But anyway, yeah, we go all out about the stories, and some people tend to enjoy that. So if that's your thing, then that's how you get that content. If you're hanging out there in listener land and you're like, "Greed, I'm broke, man. I can't afford to give up $1 a month," or whatever, I'll be like, "Hey, that's cool. Just listen, because that's the best way to support us." So yeah, and I'll tell you, jump on Discord, because Discord's cool, and there's all kinds of there's a new troll system called the Music Bot, and
Troll system.
What would you call it?
Well, I will say that it does give you the opportunity to troll the listeners by selecting certain songs. Like, I know there's somebody that really likes the Wheels on the Bus. So
look, y'all got upset about Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and now y'all are upset about Wheels on the Bus. What? What am I supposed to do? Just listen to the music y'all like?
Anybody can add songs to the queue or remove songs from the queue. But
hey,
yeah,
don't tell people
nice.
that. I will say the crappy part of that bot is you can't add songs if you're not in the queue, if you're not in the chat.
Yeah, no, that's the good part about that bot, is that if you're not listening, you can't add songs.
Man, I tried the other day.
Oh, I tried too. I don't remember what I tried to add, but yeah, I definitely wasn't listening. I definitely didn't want to hear what I was trying to add.
I tried to add It's Raining Men because, like, Shazam, it's because not Shazam, but Ritzy was in the channel, so I was gonna like play 41 episodes of It's Raining Men, but it wouldn't let me because I wasn't in the chat.
Dude, it was ritzy. I probably just add as many copies of Sweet Home Alabama as I could.
But anyway, yeah. So there's like a new music bot. You can listen to music. You can request all kinds of things. It's got a vast selection of music. It's got Wheels on the Bus for some reason.
Pretty much anything you can find on YouTube, it can find and play.
Yeah. It's got it's got Black Label Society. It's got good songs and some that aren't so good. So anyway, so that's the thing. I'll just tell our listeners, thanks for listening. If you support us on Patreon, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, and I know Shazam appreciates it a whole bunch. And from our editing staff and other Shattered Soulstone members, thank you very much. Much appreciated. And I will let King Tut, if you have anything else for the show, I'll let you do that now.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Well, I'll let you say goodbye to our lovely, lovely listeners. And before I let you close the show, I'll just say, man, thank you so much for coming on here. Like we said before, Shazam's doing some personal stuff, so he's taking a little bit of vacation, and I really appreciate you filling in and helping me out with the show. Our last show with the build breakdown was well received, and you did such a great job with it. Just like this show, you did a good job today. So for real, man, I really appreciate you. Thank you very much, and I'll let you say goodbye to the listeners and close the show, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And I'm more than willing to come back. Hopefully we'll get Shazam back soon. But until he comes, I'll be here to make sure we put out some good content. You have been listening to episode 229 of the Shattered Soulstone, your Diablo community podcast. Missed an episode? You can find the show blog and listen to the show archives at www.shatteredsoulstone.com. With your support, you can help the show grow. Become a Patreon today at patreon.com/soulstone. Come join us in-game. Our in-game community and clan, both named Shattered Soulstone, are open to anyone who would like to join. You can also join us on Discord for the ultimate team and community-based experience. Find the Discord invitation link on our Twitter and Facebook page, as well as on the Shattered Soulstone website. This show is powered by you, the listener. Send in your contributions, thoughts, questions, and feedback to show@shatteredsoulstone.com. We love Twitter. Come join us. Come join and tweet with us. You can find the show Twitter @ShatteredSoulstone. Vesper is @Vespertilio1189. Deadgreed is @Deadgreed1812, and Shazam @Shazam081. You can find the show Facebook page at facebook.com/ShatteredSoulstone, and Vespertilio at facebook.com/Vespertilio1189. We would like to extend a huge thank you to Medros of Dawnforge Productions for hosting our Loot Deviant show. You can find more shows from the Dawnforge at www.thedawnforge.com. Thank you for listening. Until next time, from all of us here at the Shattered Soulstone, over 228 episodes for your listening pleasure. Dawnforge!
Yeah.
We nailed that, Dawnforge.